everyone. I'm Miguel, as you must know, and today I'm going to give you a presentation about the evolution of web design because it's a really huge part of my actual job, so I want to share with you how I feel when I'm working. So, does this number suggest something to you guys? Please, somebody?
Number of web page?
IP.
Okay, thank you, Joseph. These are yesterday number of active websites. It's almost 1,200 million active websites. In American English, it would be 1.2 billion active websites. It's a lot. Well, think that in Spain lives 40 million people. That would be almost 30 web pages for each people by themselves. So it's quite an overwhelming number. So what I'm going to do is guide you from the first web page that was published and then until today's design or everything that it's been done in this world. Okay, the presentation will be done in this way that you can see in the slide behind me. We will travel from the first web page until today's navigation styles and stuff, stopping in the great breakthroughs that have been developed in all these decades. Okay, so for starting, the very first web page, it was published in 1991. As you can see, there's only text-based. We have everything located in the left side of the screen, as if it was, I don't know, a Word document or something really basic. There's no graphic elements whatsoever. Any kind of dynamic elements weren't even thought. So this is the first web page. I think that it's interesting to see how it was. And if we go on to the middle 90s, the design started to be table-based, table not table, like content table. And this allowed us to, well, us programmers to organize the content in navigation bars on the left, usually, and body content in the middle of the screen, as we can see here. In the left, there's the navigation, and in the middle, there's the body of the website. If we continue to the late 90s, Macromedia Flash appeared. It's a technology, a tool that allowed programmers to add animations and this kind of stuff. Like, for example, bouncing logos all around the homepage of the company, or images that would explode when you clicked on them. So at the end, at 1998, almost every new website will be formed by table content body and some Flash elements for giving it a little bit of flavor. Okay. I have brought you an example this kind of website. Okay, this kind of introduction is the classical Flash introduction that was made back in 1998. It's Cathedral. Okay, this kind of videos with logos and super fancy effects. Okay, whatever. So the next, in year 2000, we will stop in the very year 2000 because CSS appeared. It's a new technology that will allow programmers to separate the code itself from the style. Okay, maybe it's a little bit technical, but I think that it's really important because in the web designing world, it's really handy to be able to separate what it's content itself from all the design of our website. So it was a really important breakthrough in this world. So I think it was important to mention. Then in early and mid 2000s, JavaScript arose. It's another new technology that will give a little bit of intelligence to the website, and it's the first successful effort to do it, because before JavaScript there were a lot of attempts, but any of them will be successful. And with JavaScript, top menus will would be famous top menus with drop-down elements. When you put your mouse through them, they will like drop with some elements, and a lot of animations that would be done with Flash before, now they are done with JavaScript. It's way more easier. And forms as well, the typical insert your name, your address, your surname, and stuff. It came with JavaScript in 2000 as well. There's an example of classical JavaScript website here. It's a portfolio from an artist, and this is the typical thing you put your mouse over the images. You can see the top menu that I talked about. Then we arrived to late 2000s, I don't know, 2008 or something. The Web 2.0 appeared. The Web 2.0 is everything related with social media, really interactive websites where you can interact with other users, you can personalize your experience in the web. And in 2008, I think, HTML5, it's a new standard of web programming, was born. And it provides us with really very powerful tools for processing video, processing multimedia data, processing photographs without any kind of extra tools, just HTML itself. So the Web 2.0 in addition with HTML5 was a really powerful tool to bring new experiences to the website. From the end today the most important quantity of web browsing is through mobile devices such as smartphones or tablets. And it's an important fact that in 2008 the mobile browsing overexceeded the desktop browsing, which it's 7 years ago. I couldn't think about it like with this perspective, but 7 years ago the mobile browsing was bigger than the actual PC browsing. It's crazy. And in what design is concerned, well, the designs are skinner and taller in order to adapt to our smartphone or tablet screens. And as well, all the navigation menus and elements are put in the top of the screen, so it's easier for us to navigate from this kind of devices. Okay, is this the end? Well, not quite yet, because there are a lot of new investigation paths developed. For example, the last very thing I found is programming with cards. They're like little pieces of information. It's mostly done for a smartphone and tablet, and you can program your information in little cards that they are totally separate from each other, but they can work perfectly with each other as well. So I don't know what the next 20 years will bring to this world, but surely it will be really interesting things for all of us. So thank you very much for your attention.